Good day, everyone. My name is Maria and we're going to delve into JustDucky's load balancing plan, a critical component in ensuring the availability and performance of our online services. As we all know, during peak seasons, especially busy shopping times, our website experiences significant traffic spikes. To tackle this challenge, we've adopted Azure's load balancing technologies. Let's explore the key components of our load balancing plan. First, we have Azure Load Balancer, which will deploy to distribute incoming traffic across multiple web and e-commerce servers. This ensures even distribution of customer requests, reducing server strain and minimizing downtime. Next, we'll implement Azure Application Gateway, offering advanced routing and web application firewall capabilities. This provides additional security, protecting our servers from common vulnerabilities. To adapt to varying workloads, we'll set up auto-scaling rules, which automatically increase server capacity during high sale seasons, ensuring our website can handle increased traffic without performance issues. Lastly, we'll leverage global load balancing to provide low-latency access to customers worldwide, routing traffic to the nearest data center. This guarantees excellent performance across different Azure regions. Now, let's move on to our data archive strategy. In an era where data is king, managing it efficiently and securely is important. As JustDucky Incorporated grows, managing large volumes of data, including customer information and sales data, becomes crucial for compliance, cost-efficient, and data integrity. Our data archive strategy addresses this need. We've chosen Azure Blob Storage for long-term data archiving, a scalable and cost-effective solution that ensures global access to our application data. We'll establish data retention policies, which will automatically move older, less frequently accessed data to lower-cost storage tiers within Azure Blob Storage. This maintains data availability while reducing costs. Security is a priority, and we'll enforce encryption, at rest and in transit for archived data, along with strict access controls to restrict access to authorized personnel. Additionally, we'll implement data classification to optimize our primary databases' performance by archiving historical customer data, sales data, and other non-critical information. Regular audits will be conducted to ensure data integrity and compliance with our defined policies. Moving on to our strategies for high sale seasons and teleworking. High sale season and telework strategies. During high sale seasons, our website experiences significant traffic spikes, and teleworking is highly encouraged at JustDucky Incorporated. Here's how we prepare for both scenarios. For high sale seasons, we'll utilize predictive scaling based on historical data to allocate additional resources in advance automatically. We'll implement Azure CDN to cache and serve static content, improving page load times. Application performance monitoring tools will help us identify and resolve bottlenecks in real time. Our customer support capacity will increase, with the help of chatbots and AI-driven solutions to address inquiries promptly. An inventory management system will ensure sufficient stock levels during high-demand periods, and will bolster security measures to protect against potential cyber attacks. Regarding teleworking, we'll create a secure Azure Virtual Network and enforce two-factor authentication 2FA for all remote access. Secure access policies, secure remote desktop, and data loss prevention (DLP) will be in place to protect sensitive company data. Regular security training will keep remote employees informed about cybersecurity best practices, and will ensure endpoint security with up-to-date antivirus software, firewalls, and patches. Our comprehensive strategies for load balancing, data archiving, high sale seasons, and teleworking form a robust framework that enhances our cloud migration plan and bolsters our security posture. Together, these strategies ensure JustDucky's online services operate at peak levels while safeguarding sensitive data and adapting to changing work conditions. Thank you.
We'll dive into JustDucky's comprehensive risk management plan, a critical aspect of our transition to a cloud-based environment. First off, we have risk identification. JustDucky begins with their risk assessment, defining various potential sources of risk related to transition. These encompass data security risks, operational challenges, compliance issues, and risks associated with third-party partnerships. Next is risk categorization. Each identified risk is carefully assessed by considering its likelihood and impact. These assessments lead to risk ratings that help prioritize and guide mitigation efforts. Next is risk mitigation. JustDucky employs a multifaceted approach to address these risks. They enhance data security through robust encryption, access controls, vulnerability assessments, and intrusion detection. Operational resilience is assured through redundant architecture and a security incident and event management system. Compliance is maintained by adhering to industry standards and the exercise diligence in selecting cloud service providers. Next is risk response. Roles and responsibilities of key personnel are clearly defined. The Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, overseeing the process. Dedicated Security Incident Response Team, SIR, stands ready to coordinate response efforts. A robust communication plan ensures stakeholders are informed at every stage, and regular risk assessments guarantee adaptive and responsive strategies. Next, we'll focus on JustDucky's incident response plan, a critical component to promptly address any unforeseen incidents during transition. First is incident detection. Early detection is paramount in JustDucky employees. Advanced mechanisms such as machine learning algorithms or intelligence feeds indicators of compromise. Incidents are categorized based on impact and urgency. Incident response team. The incident response team includes stakeholders with clearly defined roles and responsibilities, include an incident commander, technical responders, legal and compliance liaisons, and their public relations spokespersons. Rigorous training ensures preparedness. Incident containment and recovery. Incident-specific playbooks provide step-by-step containment, restoration, and resolution procedures. Automation expedites incident containment, and clear communication protocol ensures stakeholders are kept informed throughout the process. Here we explore JustDucky's strategies for disaster recovery information backup, ensuring the integrity and availability of the data. Disaster recovery strategy. JustDucky conducts business impact analysis to identify critical business functions and establish maximum allowable downtime matrix. It will also analyze dependencies between systems and functions to guide recovery priorities. Backup of redundancy, data and integrity, and availability are paramount. Automated backups, versioning, and encryption ensure data protection and redundancy is achieved through cloud-based replication and multi-level redundancy measures. Recovery plan, detailed recovery procedures are documented with focus on system restoration and assigned responsibilities. The well-structured disaster recovery plan outlines how we can swiftly restart operations following an unforeseen event. Regular testing simulates disaster scenarios and enhances their level of preparedness. Information backup plan. JustDucky emphasizes data classification based on sensitivity, compliance, and criticality. They employ secure backup procedures, perform data recovery, test them regularly, and adhere to strict compliance and secure standards.
So from the chart, you can see the top three cloud providers. We got Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. The highlighted prices in green are the lower prices, and the ones in red are the higher prices. As you can see, there's not much of a big difference between the three major cloud providers. They all offer the same pricing standard of pay as you go. If you need more, they'll charge you for more. If you need less, they'll take expenses away. So with that, no need to worry about any unseen charges or anything that might be a surprise, because we can see what the prices are. And since we'll be using Microsoft Azure as our cloud provider, we don't really need to do much to our cloud infrastructure since Microsoft is going to be taking care of it. Our biggest thing would be just to have a secure connection and that we have a steady connection to Microsoft so we can work pretty much from anywhere. Along those lines, Microsoft's going to take care of the cloud security. JustDucky will take care of the infrastructure security and a little bit of the cloud, mainly dealing with the applications that we will be using. And with the service level agreement that we'll have with Microsoft, some of the key things that we want to look out for is just our exit strategy, pretty much how an agreement between JustDucky and Microsoft saying if JustDucky decides to no longer continue using Microsoft services, there's a way to get out of the agreement. Also, what the responsibilities of Microsoft are going to be, what JustDucky takes care of, or they both meet in the middle, and then if for any reason Microsoft Azure is down, how is JustDucky going to get compensated for the time lost? Is it going to be, a lower bill? Is it going to be, extra minutes allowed at the end of the month? Just something that both parties know what happens and during the downtime. There's some other stuff that might be added from Microsoft's point of view, but these are just some of the key takeaways that JustDucky should be aware of in the agreement.
Reaching compliance with both the US and Europe can be a tricky task. There are numerous organizational standards that are in place and may change depending on the location of the cloud servers or the company. Azure follows Europe's Cloud Code of Conduct to reach compliance with the GDPR. A third-party organization named Scope Europe provides an excellent framework to reach the GDPR standards and conducts third-party audits. Some of the main benefits of following Scope Europe is that it co-regulates the information economy, maintains the integrity of the cloud service provider, and monitors any misconduct against the COC. Some of the US organization standards necessary to follow are the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, CIS Controls, CSA Cloud Controls Matrix, and most importantly, the PCI DSS requirements, which are shown in this slide. JustDucky's auditing strategy will be composed of regularly scheduled audits done internally. The main scope of the audits will cover data security, organization and administration, communication, risk assessments, monitoring activities such as reviewing network logs, login attempts, logical access, which consists of login and password changes, physical access, which covers the surveillance of the headquarters, smart card entry, and a service level agreement review will be done at each audit. This will ensure that both sides are compliant between the cloud service provider and JustDucky. The security responsibility model will be used to make sure there is a clear understanding of who is responsible for different security measures between JustDucky and the CSP as well. JustDucky will provide its own training plan for employees, which will be on the premises training. It will educate employees on cloud computing and virtualization. This will consist of connecting to the cloud, logging into virtual machines, virtual structure of the cloud environment, security risks in cloud computing, utilizing multi-factor authentication, and maintaining compliance following the NIST cybersecurity framework as well as ISO standards and PCI DSS standards. The training will be regularly scheduled with weekly emails, and a database will be provided by Just Ducky for further training.